Welcome to the only channel that doesn't just talk trading. We live it. This ain't signals and shiny indicators, it's raw skill, real setups, supply and demand, psychology and precision. If you're ready to level up, you're in the right place. Every trade has a reason, every move is calculated. I'm here to break it all down. Live trades, breakdowns, game plans, so you can stop guessing and start executing like a pro. Lock in, take notes, and remember, amateurs react, professionals anticipate. This game rewards patience, but punishes hesitation. It's not about doing more, it's about doing it right. The setup speaks, the chart tells a story. Are you listening? Most people chase the move, we prepare for it. Zoom in, lock in. Let's get into it.
Good morning YouTube, good morning world. How you doing? How you feeling? I hope you are doing great. And if you are watching me right now, you are blessed. Not because of me, but because you are alive. You are alive, you're breathing, you're here. And listen, I don't care what's going on in your trading. Listen, you could always make it better, you could always improve, you could always become profitable as long as you don't quit. Fernando, Fernie, how you doing, bro? Good morning. Hi, Bobby. My baby's here. But all right, so yesterday we were talking about a risk-free trading here in smart money zones. We were talking about risk-free trading. Today we're gonna look at the market, and if there's an opportunity, we'll go over that again. Like, we'll do another example if possible. I'm not gonna push for it. We take what the market gives us. So if it's not there, it's not there. But I would love to do another example. But I hope everything made sense yesterday. So before I show you my screen, I want to know one thing, or not even like know one thing. But hold on, Bobby, what happened? Hold on real quick. Don't leave. I gotta take care of my son real quick. All right, I'm back. So let me just make sure everything is looking good here. So I'm still going through, I'm still working on some technical things here, some technical aspects of the streams. So today, I wanted to start at 8:20, but I had to work some things out. But listen, well, I guess I'm already sharing my screen. I want y'all, if you're struggling with your trading, I want you to send me setups. Go ahead and send me setups. I want to look at them here live. We could talk about it. Even if you trade something else, I could look at your setups and give you my perspective, my take on them. So I'm gonna give y'all the email where you guys could send them at, or send them to. So it's jmfxking@gmail.com. Now, why is that the email? So technically, when I first started trading, that was the name that I was going by. So, but people, I guess they started laughing at that name. I didn't get it because for me it was like JM, because I always use that for a lot of things. Then FX for Forex, and then King. But it's true, if you replace the X by the U, you're missing a C. But what does it read? Look at it, JM and FX King. What does it read? You don't have to say it, but I was like, you know what, I need something else. So my son, he was like, I was like, he said, he was just like, yo, just put Yo Javi. And that was mainly because on the previous Discord where I was at, they would say, Javi or yo Javi. So he was like, go with that. And now that's what we're going with. So, all right. That you could send me your setups at that email. I'll take a look at them. I'll study them, or I'll take a look at them here live. But all right. So the first thing we always have to do is look at news. Today is the 20th. So these are not, news that pertain to us unless you traded, Forex, but they already passed. So none of this mattered. This was all like Canada. So 8:45, we're past all of the news. Any news that may affect us, we're past them. So no news. Let me share this with the rest of the team right now. Okay, I have the news channel here. I like to share this with the rest of the team. Okay. All right, and then I'm not gonna forward this because it's no news right now. So, all right, no news. Let's look at the market. So, all right. Actually, looks like I have to log in. So let me log in. I'm not. Let me see. Let me just log in real quick. And I'm logging in just so that I could guess. I mean, not I could guess, but I could get like timely data, because if you're not logged into your broker in futures, you're not getting timely data, the current prices. There is a delay. I think it's like a 10-minute delay if you don't have, like, if you're not logged into your broker and you don't have the data. But all right, here we go. So looking at gold, yes, I'll do a top-down analysis, but look, right away I'll show you this. There is a beautiful demand setup right here. Beautiful demand setup right here. 5-minute demand setup. There is enough time. It could tap. So I'm going to share this with the team. This is gold. We're looking at gold futures. So, if you guys didn't know, you could take a screenshot there like that. Morning, anybody looking at this? All right, so sharing that with the team. But all right, just to recap with the risk-free trading, as we were talking about yesterday. So this setup, for example, let's just say that it taps. Come on, what's up with you? What's up with you? All right, it taps. Let's just say that the break of the candle is here. Let's make that white. Well, that was the text. Okay, the line. Okay, let's just say that this was the break of the candle here. Stop loss at the bottom of the zone. 1 to 1. And if you take something at 1 to 1 and have a runner, you could close there, right? You could close something there. You could have, I'm going to put the runner here. Okay, so it taps, right? Let's say it tapped. Then it gives you the break of the candle. At this point, I'm going to ask you, is it a risk-free trade at the entry? Is it a risk-free trade at the entry? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to wait. I just need one person to let me know if when you enter at entry, is it possible to have a risk-free trade at the entry? Is it possible? Good morning, Vashi. How you doing? How you feeling? Glad to see you. Happy to see you here. So I'm just doing a recap right now of the risk-free entry. If we get an opportunity to take another one, we'll do it live. But that's if the market gives it to us. So Fernie, no, not yet. Not at the entry. Not yet at the entry. That's right. You can't get a risk-free trade at the entry. It can't happen. Why? Because, and this this has happened, or this has, yeah, it happened to me. It happened to me before. Like, I went in, right? I entered, and right at entry, I had the market do this. Boop! That happened to me before. That happened to me, and I'm sure it has happened to some of you, right? You enter, and it literally just starts going against you right away. It fakes out. Vashi, you said no, price can turn around. It can turn around. It happened to me before. That's called a fake out. When the market, and sometimes the fake out is slow, but other times, man, that fake out, it's just like, like that fake out. I've seen it, and I'm sure you guys have seen it too. A lot of you, like, you'll enter and you'll do this fake out, boom. I have to confess. I never revenge traded so hard after having this happen to me. When this happened to me, I revenge traded so hard after that because I was so mad. I'm like, you couldn't do that before. You couldn't do it after. You had to do it when I went in, right? I'm not condoning that. That was bad. That was bad behavior, bad habit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not revenge trade. But I'm human. I got so mad because the whole time you have all of this price action. For example, this is an example, but you have all of this, right? So beautiful. We get another beautiful setup, and when I go in, you want to just freaking go crazy against me? Go psycho against me? Why? Like, were you just waiting for me to enter? Like, I'm not even a big fish. I'm not a big fish, so why are you taking my money? Why? And I spiraled out of control. Like, I did. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But this was what, a few months ago? It was a few months ago. It wasn't recently. I've been doing better recently. Now, I'll have to say, May, like, I've only taken 2 trades this month. 2 trades. That's it. But of course, I want to take more. So we're working on that. But as of right now, why have I taken 2 trades? I said it before, but for anybody who didn't hear it, for your benefit, in April, that last week, I kind of like blew through some money that I was like, you know what? I have to replenish. So I was like replenishing. I've been replenishing pretty much. My account was good, but I had to replenish because it got like, okay, like I don't want to go below. You know how, for example, a lot of people, when you save money, you might say, you know what, $1,000 is zero, right? That's zero. If I have $1,000 in my savings account, I have no money. That's kind of like the concept. If I have this amount, I'm at zero. So that's pretty much what happened. I've been replenishing. So, but right now, like, hopefully the rest of May, I could take a few more setups, and definitely I'll be back full blown in June. But we don't stop. So, Vashi, hold on real quick. Okay, Vashi, you said it is better if we wait till price action clears that zone, retest, and then heads back in the same direction. That's, yeah. Like, for example, if it's here, let me just kind of follow this accordingly. So if we wait until PA clears, which in this, like this right here, this was trash. Like this zone was trash, right? All of this was trash. All of that was trash. But then we got a decisive move here. So I think in my opinion, it cleared, like it pushed out. Now it could get trapped again here, like all this buying and selling, it could get trapped. So it is better. I do think it is better the trade could get trapped here. I would rather take a setup. I keep drawing. I would rather take a setup up here or down here. So that is true. I agree with that. So yep, retest and then heads back in the same direction. Yep. The market makers always want to just eliminate us little retailers, right? They want our money. I mean, they need liquidity. They need liquidity. They have big positions, so they got to take us out. Well, they take us out, and they might take other, not retail traders, but institutional traders too. Unless something weird is going on and they're doing like insider trading, which is illegal, but I don't put anything past people. But all right, so I just got a text message. Was looking at it. Okay, so again, we were saying if this was the entry with the risk-free trading, just a quick recap and we'll continue. So stop loss, let's just say, was right here, right below the zone. 1-2-1 for the first take profit, and then 1-2-2 for the second one. Okay, right there. So the one-stop trader, good morning, bro. Good morning. Thank you for showing up. I love the support I've been receiving from you guys, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep improving. We're gonna keep getting better, and at the end of the day, we want to get to the bag. That's the point, right? Now the bag could be whatever amount for everybody. Like, I'm not gonna say numbers here, but we're trying to get to the bag. Or we're not trying. We're getting to the bag. We're doing it. So okay, again, tap, give us the break. And as we were saying, it's not a risk-free trade here, but the moment it starts going in your favor, right? Let's use this. The moment it starts going in your favor, don't do it too close. Again, don't do it too close because it could still wick and keep going up. So don't move it that close. Maybe once you're like 80%, towards take profit, maybe then you want to bring up your stop loss a little bit above break even. Remember, not too close, but make sure that the trade at least pays for the fees. Now, ideally, I don't even really move it like this. I think I should start doing this, because a lot of trades, they'll go close to TP and turn around, even for a 1-to-1. So at least if you cover, your position, this becomes a risk-free trade. And if it comes back down, at least you're at break even. You're a little bit better than break even, but at least you're not losing money. But definitely, once it hits 1-to-1, definitely you want to bring this up. You could keep it around here, right? And now your runner. So of course, let's say you take something here, one contract. You have two contracts open. You close one at 1-to-1, right? Bring that stop loss above break even, and now the runner is full blown. It's a risk-free trade. So at this point, if you just want to keep trailing, let's just say it gets to 1-to-2, you move the stop loss. Let's just say you don't want to close yet. You could now target 1-to-3, right? Come on. Okay. Let's just say you now want to target 1-to-3. You could then just move the stop loss. Like, now you could start trailing. Not super close, but when you have a risk-free trade, you could kind of like keep doing this. If the market keeps trending, you runner, you keep just moving the stop loss up and trailing. Of course, I'm not saying this is going to happen all the time, but the one time that it does happen, you could really like secure the bag. This is ideal. This is what, and I have done this before, not too many times. Doesn't happen like this too many times, but I have seen this before. I have taken advantage of this. So this is something that you could have in your bag. Definitely something you could have there. So that was the recap for the risk-free trading. Now we're going to look at the market. Any questions before we continue? Any questions? All right, if no questions, we're going to look at, you know what, let's give Nas some love. Oh my gosh, this. Ah. Is anybody trading this price action? And if you are, I think, listen, if you are you like, have you been able to make money from this? Now, I'll say this. I don't like the price action, but there is some range. There is space. There is enough space to make money. It's just a lot of people are getting, wicked out in these places. This is choppy. All of this is choppy, but there are some opportunities. You got a liquidity grab here. Look at this liquidity grab. This right here, this trade is a liquidity grab. Why? You had resistance right here. Nah, avoiding Nas. I've been avoiding it, but look at this. You started getting support. That's only 2 weeks, but still, the market went here. Now, this 3 right here lets you know, like, okay, we're getting support. I mean, resistance, not support, resistance. All of this resistance, right? You get this wick that goes all the way up. What you think people are gonna do at this point? People are gonna start buying. A bunch of people are gonna start buying because they think the market is gonna go up. But the market did this. It reversed. So it trapped the new buyers, right? The people that were selling here, a lot of their stop losses got triggered. Like the stop loss of a lot of these traders, it got triggered. So it's all money, it's all liquidity. So when it goes back down, the buyers are getting, they're getting demolished, right? The sellers already got demolished, and now the market does the real move. So if you trade liquidity grabs, you can make a lot of money because this is institutional trading. Look at this. This big wick, you put the entry right here. This one right here. Why? Because this was the liquidity candle. Actually, hold up. This was the liquidity candle. It broke this previous one, so it's the green. We put the entry at right there, like right below the green candle. That's the entry, the stop loss right above that wick. And look at this move. This move was massive. I mean, this is in total, that's 317 ticks, about 317 ticks. Massive move. But it's for Nas, like, you just don't know. It's kind of hard to tell when you could get an opportunity like that. I mean, I see another one here. So Nas has been doing a bunch of liquidity grabs. There's another one here. Look, this is actually a perfect liquidity grab. Look at this support. All of this is support. But this one candle, it wicked, right? It went past the lowest, like the lowest wick. For me, this is how I look for liquidity grabs. I look for the wick that goes past it, even if it's by a tick or two. Because a lot of people got stopped out. A lot of people took this as a breakout. They got faked out, and now the market reversed. So this is another huge liquidity grab. So I would say if I were to trade Nas, I would just wait for liquidity grabs. I wouldn't trade supply and demand at this point. I wouldn't trade anything else personally, but liquidity grabs. Another one, 1, 2, 3, and that's 277 ticks. Actually, yeah, but that candle didn't close above that zone with a bullish candle. So it was a psycho move. The red bearish actually engulfed the green, so no go for a buy. My thoughts. This one right here, right? That candle didn't close above that zone, right? Yeah, with a bullish candle. That's right. So that's what makes it a liquidity grab. It's grabbing liquidity. Anybody that jumped in early, that bought early, that didn't wait for that candle to close, those are the type of traders that are getting stopped out. And a lot of people, beginners, intermediate, they'll do that. They won't wait for that candle to close. And this one didn't go off the previous one. Now, but the opposite way. So going down. Yep, the red bearish actually engulfed Yep, and go of the green. Exactly. You got it. You got it. And I said it. I said it to you, Vashi. Like you know exactly what you're looking at. So, yep, the wicks show the liquidity move, but no candle close outside of that zone. Exactly. It's a liquidity move. So it's not a liquidity grab won't close here because it's trying to go the opposite way. It's faking a lot of people, a lot of buyers out. So that's what he's doing there. All right, let me give my son his cards and we'll continue. All right, I know I don't usually talk about liquidity grabs here. Of course, I could have like a whole, session talking about liquidity grabs, but what you want, puppy? This one? Don't want. Yeah, the Lambo. So I could have a whole session about liquidity grabs, but in essence, I love these ones like this, like the ones that literally just wick past this previous wick, this previous low. Like for example, that right there, that's beautiful. Look at that, wicked it, turn around, and it just exploded. Institutional moves. So when I make the most money, it is when I trade liquidity grabs, because you got moves like that. So, but anyway, Nas right now, let's see, is Nas possibly doing another liquidity grab? Not right now. Nas will need to take these lows here. If he was to do a liquidity grab, he will have to take these lows right here. Now, I would actually wait for these ones to be taken. These ones, because you do have support here. 1, 2 wicks, 3, 4. This one didn't get there, but there is some support there. I tell myself that wicks are the gossipers, but candle close is facts. Yeah, when you get a candle close, that's when you actually have a break of structure. You need that close to get confidence. I mean, to get a decisive move, you do need the close. So, but yeah, right now I'm not seeing any liquidity grabs anymore for Nas. And I put my lines right above the close. Talking about the close, I don't put like, look, starting here, this was a close, but then we got another close here. And technically, it looks like the liquidity grab. No, it didn't happen. It just did a double top. Double top right here. You see, you got this wick right there, and this one equally as high. Double top. Double top went down. And it won. Entry on this one. Double top went for a 1 to 2. This was at what time? 7:35 a.m. But it's early. We don't have the New York session open yet. The New York Open, it's at 9:30. So there is and I'm not advising anybody to take this, but there is a supply setup right here. Don't be scared or ashamed or to ask questions. Like, ask questions. If you don't know how I'm spotting like this, supply zones, liquidity grabs, if you have any questions, like, let me know. I'm here right now. I'm here to serve. That's what I'm doing here. Whatever I know, I'm just sharing it with you. I don't know everything. You might know a lot more than me. That's okay. Like, if you know a lot more than me, I may still have something that could help you, even if it's one thing, right? So, for example, I have said this before, but I play the piano, right? With one of my youngest kids, when he was like learning how to play, even though I knew a lot more, I was still open to whatever he had to show me, because he may have a line, a lick, a melody, a chord that I may not know, or I may have not heard it in, combined in a certain way, right? So I still heard what he had to to say, to play. I still heard him out. So I'm not the type of person that sees somebody that knows less than me and I'm like, he don't got nothing to teach me. No, That person may have one thing, even if it's one thing, they may have one thing that may take me to another level. So that's just how I see it. That's my philosophy. But all right, supply zone right here. So 5-minute supply. Oh. Five-minute supply right there. Problem with this 5-minute supply. I mean, it did break structure here, minor structure. It broke minor structure here, right? Why do I say minor structure? Because it did break this low, right? This first low. But there are other lows like this right here. These are other lows that it did not break. Major structure, I don't want to see anything to the left. Like here, major structure would be down here. Because if he breaks this low, it doesn't really have anything else to the left here. Of course, if you keep going, yes, you're going to have stuff. But this is major structure at this point in the market. What happened, Papi? But don't be doing that. You see Tyler's be doing crazy stuff. All right. NAS 100. Right now, it does have this 5-minute supply. I would not take that. It does have a 5-minute demand. I wouldn't take it either. Nothing is decisive here. I'm going to summarize it this way. NAS right now is in a range. In this range. There is space. You can make money here. But you could also... You're at a higher risk of losing money because of this dirty price action. This is dirty. This PA is dirty. Like all of these wicks, all of this is dirty. And this demand right here, that demand right there, it didn't break structure. Like it didn't break none of these highs. So I would not take that. I personally would leave NAS alone right now. The way I trade, I will leave it alone. And I'm a scalper. I'm not a swing trader. I'm a scalper. And can you scalp something here? You can. If you scalp something here, I would do so like down here, like a support setup or a resistance setup right here. I wouldn't personally do anything in the middle. They say don't diddle in the middle, right? So, toma, papi. Toma, go take it. Toma. Toma, take this. Toma, papi. Dale, vete, siéntate. Dale, papi, por acá. Hold on real quick. All right, I'm here. So, if I was to scalp, I would do it in one of these two places, but you got to understand, you're at risk of, being part of a liquidity grab, of being the victim of a liquidity grab. So, if I did this, I would just wait for liquidity grabs right now. That's the only way that I would trade NAS at this point. Now, there's this demand, ETAP. I'm going to put this here in case it wants to, give you or give us the break of the candle. Question. So the break of the candle is like right here. Do you want me to take this now on demo? It's on demo. It's not 9:30. I'm not going to take this on my live account. But on demo, do you want to see if it works out? You know what? I'm going to get ready because it's almost there. Oh, I don't have it. Nas, come on. You see, I don't even have it here. Real quick. Come on. Trying to set this up real quick. Buy one stop. You know what? Let's put two. Let's put two for the runner. Yeah, for the runner. I'm gonna get rid of the grid. Okay, no grid. I do like showing y'all in real time. Now, I wouldn't take this setup either because look at the 200 EMA. cutting right through. So the market here is flat, but it could still win. It's trading. Anything could happen. But now we're doing this live on demo. On demo, we're doing this live again on demo because I don't trade until after 9:30 unless it's oil. Oil, I take it at 9 because that's the open. So let's see what happens. If we get in, I'm gonna put the stop loss right away. It would be a sell stop because we're buying. So in futures, you don't like just close the trade. You actually have to do the opposite. If you bought, you have to sell. If you sold, you have to buy. Okay, now the break of the candle is technically here. It's a little bit lower, but I may not have enough time. Screw it. Just do it. Okay, that's the entry now. The entry would be at 21,452. 21,452. We don't enter yet. We don't enter yet because look, the market could just invalidate the zone. And I'd rather show y'all, yeah, like situations like this where we could do something live, you could see it in action. Everything that we've been talking about, you could see this in action in real time. So you see, wicking. Although the 200 EMA could also serve as support. Okay, get ready, get ready, get ready. I don't know if you guys want to take this with me on demo. I wouldn't recommend doing it on your live account or platform account. Again, because the market here, you know, NAS is not in a good place right now. You got the VWAP like blocking, literally blocking the TP, the take profit. But he could still win, so I'm going to take it on demo. When we get the entry, we're going to put the stop loss. This is how I execute. He's going to give it to us. It might fake out. It might fake out, but it's going to give it to us. Watch. Any questions right now? This is literally how I execute my trades. You're seeing this in real time. Okay, we're in. Sell stop. I put the stop loss. I put 2. Like my whole position here. My 1-to-1 is at yep, right here. 21,468. 21,468. 21,468 and something, some change. I want to put it up here. I'm only going to put 1 because that's my first take profit. Sell limit. Now let's see at which point do we actually turn this into a risk-free trade. Not yet, because look, we're still at entry and it could fake out. This right here is, it could fake out. You're seeing this in real time. I go back to 2 here because if I bring the stop loss up, right, turning it into a risk-free trade, I have to like close the whole position. But right now, let's see what happens. And we got about 12 minutes to the open. Now another question is, you got to ask yourself, do you want to close on fake outs? Like if the market fakes out, are you going to close like fast? And if you're going to do it, you got to have some rules. If I did it, it would have to be below this EMA. Good morning, Santana. How you doing, Santana? How you doing, bro? We're taking this trade on demo right now. This one, it's a demand setup on NAS. Not the best one, but we're trying to see what happens. We're trying to practice risk-free trading. You see, even though it went up a little bit, I didn't just move my stop loss because that's not enough. You gotta leave some breathing room. You gotta give your trade some breathing room. And I think the market is mainly stalling a little bit because the open is coming soon. If you're watching this as we wait, go ahead and like this video right now so YouTube could distribute this to everybody, so we could grow the channel, so we could help more people. Go ahead and like it. Go ahead and like it right now. That will help the channel a lot. And if you could share this on your social media, if you have social media, go ahead and share it. Like, let's grow the team. Let's grow. Like, I want as many people as possible to eat. Like, I'm not getting paid for this. I am not getting paid for this, for doing the streams. I am not. So, and I'm still gonna do it. Like, I'm passionate about trading. I'm passionate about helping people. But if you could help me make this bigger, let's go ahead. At least by liking it. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe right now. But all right, we have a doji. We got a doji here. We got a doji. Indecision. We got 10 minutes to the open. Let's see what happens. Now, at which point do I want to make my trade risk-free? Probably around here. So that's going to be around 21,464. Do I have a specific number in mind? No, but it has to go up enough. So up, like I'll do it when it's closer to the take profit, whatever that looks like for you. So I'll do it around here, 21,464. So I'm gonna put this line for me to know. Oh, I guess I did it earlier. Okay, 21. Almost. Okay, 21,464. So around here. Okay, when I see the market go there, I'm gonna put this stop loss, right? I'll put it around here, like literally on top of this wick. But it has to go all the way up here to make it a risk-free trade. This is too early. This is too early because look, we're back at entry. The trade could still win, but if you move the stop loss too quick, you already lost. Now the open is coming soon, so the market usually will make a move before that. Sometimes, not all the time, but be aware. The market will make a move, chill, consolidate, and then open. That's the pattern I have seen. My experience. Would you find that on a textbook? I don't know. You see, right now it's still bullish technically, so is this making sense to you? Let me know in the comments. Is this making sense to you? Do you understand what I'm doing? Do you understand why I put this line here? The line, I put it there just to guide me, just to know, like, okay, because I don't have this profit tool, this position tool. I don't have this position tool here. I know there is a community one that they made. I didn't like it, so I don't use it. But yeah, community indicator for it. My trades too, like I'm doing it time based as well. So if I get like I usually win within 5 candles. That's what the data tells me, my data. On that 6th candle, if we're still like, if the market is still playing around, I'm closing the trade because usually I lose after that. So, but that's my data. You got to look at your data. Okay, we're getting a push. We're getting a push right now. Oh, turning around. Something like this, I probably will get out. Because look at that candle. Like, look at it. So now it looks like it took all this money here. And it's going against us. It's, oh my gosh. Starting to look like a reverse hammer. Almost at the stop loss. It's gonna stop us out, most likely. Would I move the stop loss? No. Nope. And that, you see, that was a losing trade. Again, and I said this earlier, this 200 EMA It's in the middle of this range, right? Now, if you wanted to take a re-entry, let's just say that this setup holds. We're gonna play it out too. If it holds, we have the open coming. I would not trade the open, but at this point, if this setup was to hold, the entry would now a re-entry. You could take a re-entry at this point up here, or you could, I mean, you could even take it on the original candle. The original candle was this one. This is if you were taking a re-entry. Oh, nope. You see that wick right there? That zone is invalid. That zone is invalid. Now, can it win? It can. I mean, this is what the markets do. You could take it as a support setup at this point, right? And if I took it as support, it will still need to break at this point this candle here. I'm not recommending y'all to do this. I'm actually trying to go in just to show you the risk-free trading. I don't recommend losing like that, going back in. You know, I don't recommend that. Let me ask y'all this. Do any of you trade the open? I don't, but I want to know if any of you guys trade the open. Is this on TradingView? I have TradingView here. Yes, I have TradingView, but once I execute my execution, I don't do it on TradingView. I do it on Trade-O-Vate. Trade-O-Vate is my futures broker. So, and this is a demo account. This one right now is a demo account. I have a live account, but I'm like anything that has to do with YouTube right now, I'm all doing it on demo right now. I will be taking my trades live on Discord. Not doing it just yet. I'm trying to get my account to a certain level, my results to a certain level before I do that. Because I understand the responsibility that this carries. I don't want people taking setups with me because I know a lot of people are gonna do that. So I don't want that to happen until I'm at a certain level. The open is coming. I have said this right here. Now liquidity, if it was liquidity grab, it would have to take these lows. So what website can I just use to paper trade when I start trading? TradingView. You could use TradingView. You can use TradingView. I'll show you right now. I'll show you right here. Let me just make sure that my information is not showing. Let me sign out. Okay, I just logged out because I signed into. So in TradingView, I signed into my broker Trade-O-Vate, so I could see the data in real time. But you could paper trade right here. Okay, so I'll show you now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this could be taking liquidity right now. So the market effectively took these lows. Do I think it's going to be a liquidity grab? I don't think so, but with Nas, you never know. Okay, paper trading. You go here to trading panel. You see trading panel, right? Hold on. Can you see it? No, you probably can't. Let me bring this down a little bit. Okay, right here. Trading panel. You go to trading panel and go on paper trading. You see paper trading here? Go on paper trading and literally just click connect. Once you click connect, you're in your paper trading account. That's it. That's how you paper trade on TradingView. Click on connect, and you know what? Let's just do it. Connect. It gives you $100,000 balance. And all you do is, for example, I'm going to paper trade here. Let's get rid of all of that. Let's just say that I'm going to go for buys once this reverses. If it reverses, let's just say I'm looking at this level right here, waiting for the open, right? So here you put the amount of contracts. Let's just say I want to put 5 contracts. So I buy or sell right here. This is the simple way of doing it. Okay, a few seconds to the open. Elías, cuñado, saludos. Oh, hold on. So it went, I missed it, but I'll wait for it to go up again. This is just to show you. Anyway, once it hits it, I'm in. Okay, it went way past. I will have to put an order, but am I in? Is it in? Is it in? No diddy. No, it didn't go in, but I'll still go in here. It's not letting me or what? Let's see. Okay, so it delayed. It was delayed. It was delayed, but it's there. Possibly because it's the open. How many contracts I'm in for? 15. So it was just late, possibly because it's the open. So I'm in 15 contracts. If I want to get out, all I gotta do is sell 15 contracts. I could do it that way, or I could put orders here. I could click on trade. I could put limit orders too, but on TradingView, can you only paper trade while the market is open or at any time? I think it's when it's open. When it's open, I believe. Or you could, to close it, you could also just close the position. You could click here. So I'm gonna wait until we're in profit. If we get back to profit and just close it. But try it. Try it. Try it after. Try it this weekend. But I believe it's only. Yeah, it should only be while it's open, because it's not gonna let you place any positions. Now, if you want, you could use the replay tool, which you gotta subscribe to TradingView. But if you use the replay tool, you could actually take trades. As you're back testing, you could take trades. This is not a trade I would take like that, but if this was it, it's like possibly time to close it. But I'm just waiting to see if it goes up close with a profit. Okay, it's going up. I won't be greedy. As soon as right there. Hold on. Come on. It just moves so fast right now. Of course, on a live account, like, I don't know if you would trade 15 contracts. I wouldn't right now, but okay, close at $132. What the heck? And I closed the whole position, so available funds. That makes no sense right now, but unless this charge like fees and stuff. Okay, orders, field. So you can look at your history down here. You see, so positions, so no open positions. There are no open positions. This is where you look at the details. Orders, working, inactive, field, cancel, rejected, history. This is all on paper trading. Account history, trading journal. Any questions? Any questions? Before I go, this is pretty much it for today. So, any questions before I go? I know lately It's like after I leave, I see questions. So I'm gonna give you all a minute or so to ask questions. Yes, sir. Gold also going through a 15-minute demand. 1 hour looking iffy though. Did you guys take a look through them vids? I gotta take a look at them. I will today. Didn't have chance yesterday. Definitely will tear them up. There's something, yeah, that's cooking up on the chat, and we're gonna talk about it in the next few weeks. I'm not in a hurry just yet, but I'm telling you, I'm taking y'all through my journey. Any questions? Talk to me. Like, any comments, anything else that you want to see from me, anything that you like, that you don't like. Do you like season 2 right now? Like, talk to me. Like, talk to me. Say something. Because I'm telling you, I hate when I end the stream and I see the question or comment and I can't, like, I respond. I just don't know if you guys are seeing it. What's today? Tuesday. I'm excited, number one, because I will be funding my account again with more money. More money. I have the blueprint video as to how I'm doing it. I don't know if you guys seen that. Let me look this up for you guys. I actually, like, literally, I talk about how I fund my life account. Okay, it's this one. Blueprint for building a live trading account. I go over exactly how I'm doing it. I want to share this with you guys. So, yeah, I'm going to share that here right now. The way I'm building my account is easy. I put a percentage of my paychecks into my life account. That's pretty much it. But it's every paycheck I put that percentage, and my account grows whether I'm winning, I'm losing. Like, it grows no matter what. And of course, as I improve my trading, at some point, like, the profits is just gonna surpass my deposits, right? And when that happens, at some point I'll stop funding it, but not yet. All right, I don't see any questions. I gave you all a chance to ask, so I don't have anything else right now. Thank you all for watching. You already know where you can find me. Instagram, I gave you my Instagram. I gave you the Discord right here. I'm gonna share that too. Definitely, if you want to join, if you want to be part of the family, that would be the next step. If you like what you see here, if you like my content, that would definitely be the next step. Lock in with us. Like, whenever we're doing good, we're doing bad, like, we lift each other up. We have people here. Like, I'm not the only person here. Trying to see again where I could see this. I know it's simple, but I be forgetting. Members. Right here, 47. We got 47 members. I'm not alone here. All right. Thank you for watching. This is Yo Javi. The world is yours.